at the age of 80 yesterday. He won the title back in 1962-63. He won the FA Cup as well with the club, and he's been fondly remembered in some of the tributes that have been paid to him over the last 24 hours or so.
We've just received the very, very sad news that Alex Young, absolutely legendary figure in Everton's history, has passed away peacefully this morning at the age of 83. His son Alex was in touch with us to pass on the news because he felt that people on Merseyside would want to know, and he's absolutely right. He was a little bit before my time, Alex, as a footballer, but I've seen the impact that he had on grown men. And I think it's fair to say that no footballer, probably in Everton's history, has been idolised to the extent that Alex Young was. He was nicknamed the Golden Vision because of the way he played football. He was almost the embodiment of the club's school of science tag. He was an artist. He didn't run, he glided. He was such a skillful footballer, and obviously he was a league champion in 1963 and he won the FA Cup in 1966. I think it was the style of football that Evertonians just adored so much. And like I say, 20, 30 years later, I saw the impact he had on grown men who just loved being in his presence. He was back at Goodison only a couple of months ago, last November. He was at Goodison Park where a special DVD was being screened by his good friend, Dr. David France, who got to know Alex really, really well over the years. And David idolised him and wanted to make pay tribute to Alex. So Alex made a return visit to Goodison Park, and his son said he really enjoyed that visit. He said he loved coming back to Goodison, and he always described it as like being in church. It was like religious the way football fans, Everton fans, idolised Alex Young. And very, very sad days, but so Alex Young, rest in peace.
Well, I knew that, what people had told me, he was a legend. He'd won all the major honours in Britain. And everyone used to say to me, if you're half as good as your old man, you'll be some player. But, I knew that he was a legend, and more so down in Everton where the fans took to him, There was only little footages of, old games when he scored against Man United. We've seen that on video, which was fantastic. But, there wasn't much television, so it was just what people told me.
He's a humble man. But he loves Evertonian people. He loves Liverpool. He loved it when he lived down there, and at Goodison he talks about it non-stop. But we watch all the games together. If Everton play well, he's over the moon. If Everton get beat or they draw, he's devastated. He knew he was a good player. He knew he was a top player. But you have to keep asking him questions, and asking, and you get the stories out of him. Some of the stories are great, I mean, talking about Everton players of old, the Roy Vernons, Jimmy Gabriels and Brian LeBones, all the top players.
Oh, I'm super proud of what my father's achieved in the game. Every major honour in Britain, Scottish Cup, Scottish League Cup, Scottish League, FA Cup, English League Cup, and well, not the Premiership, but the English division. So, and cap for Scotland as well, but so proud of what my father's achieved.
I liked to see my father when he was so much younger as well, and the spark and the slightly flirty attitude, which I thought was fabulous. We're immensely proud of Dad, immensely proud of him, and continue to be so. Glad that Dad at the age he is still getting recognition that he deserves. He didn't ever like too much fuss or anything, but and he never really bragged. Obviously, we talk about football to my brothers, to be able to talk about that. But he never said to me, "Oh, do you know I was a fantastic big star" or anything. Just Dad.
Stay around, you're beautiful. Let's dance in style.